I was scared, didn't know what was going to happen, and it all started with a really innocent question that my husband asked me. He just turned to me one day and he said, "What if? What if Trump wins?" And I was like, crap. What if he wins? And because by that time, I hadn't walked away, but I knew I wasn't voting for Hillary. That wasn't going to happen. So in 2016, I had been laid off from my job. And I started driving for Uber and Lyft. And I was driving mostly in downtown San Diego. Super level. And I met just about every kind of person you could possibly think of. And 95% of which were liberals. And of course, being an election year and being the driver, everybody wanted to trash on Trump. And I made the mistake of mentioning once that I thought he might not be too bad. Bad idea. I was called horrible names, I was yelled at, I was screamed at. I was actually reported to Uber for discrimination. They, I don't know if Uber's really big up here, but they have a starred system. They gave me 1 star, and then they had all of their friends who I had never even driven for go and write bad reviews for me. And that was just because I said, I didn't think you might not be so bad. It might not be the end of the world. And so that was the beginning of it. And I'm kind of ashamed to say that I was bowed, I was cowed. I let that silence me. I never said anything, I didn't say anything as long as I was driving for Uber again. And I thought I was just being a really crappy Democrat, because I love the rule of law. I love guns. I'm pro-life. And I thought I just didn't have a voice. And so I was completely red-pilled, and I know exactly what day it was. It was May 27th, 2016. I was working downtown, and I got a request from San Diego Convention Center. I lined up in the Uber queue with Ubers, Lyfts, taxis. And it wasn't even until people started coming out of the convention center that I realized that it was a Trump rally. Yeah. So, I'm sorry, this part makes me shake. So as I located my customers, I had a really, really loud commotion behind me. And a very large group of people came across the street from the convention center, from the Gaslamp Quarter, which is basically where like all the bars and stuff are. And they surrounded us. They were screaming at us. They were yelling at us, spitting at us. I got my customers into the car, and then I got grabbed, pulled, pushed, trying to keep me from getting into my vehicle. And I was trying to explain to them that I'm a Democrat too. Like, I'm just trying to do my job. I'm just trying to feed my kids. And to please just let us leave. I got called a traitor, a racist. I was spit on. I really hate spit. That's why I said it twice. When I got in the car, I just sat there. I was stunned. And the protesters were banging on my windows and pounding on my car. And it took until the police came in riot gear to drive them away from the queue so that me and the other drivers could leave. And 35 people were arrested that day. And my poor customers, they spent the rest of the ride apologizing to me for the protesters. And God bless them, they gave me a $20 tip. So May 27th, 2016 is the day that I walked away from the Democratic Party forever. Because I didn't change. I haven't changed. I didn't turn my back on them, they turned their back on me. So when I saw Brandon Straka's video for the first time, I was so relieved. It gave me hope. I found that I wasn't alone. That my confusion and fear was felt by other people. Joining WalkAway and watching the testimonials dispelled that confusion for me and that fear. It's given me strength to stand up for what I believe in, and I'll no longer be silent, and I'll be voting for Trump in 2020.
Yeah.
Thank you.